ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Welcome to a special all-music edition of the Roundtable. You know, we've been so grateful enough to have so many guests, so many people who want to talk to us and have projects, that we have this bonus musical edition. And I'm so excited you're here. I hope you follow us every single day on the Broadway Podcast Network. Go to BroadwayPodcastNetwork.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at Robert M. Bannon and stay up to date because there are interviews a day going up on the podcast and on the YouTube page. So like, subscribe, and share today. Are you ready to get started? We have a really special show for you today. I'm excited about it. Well, there's music royalty. There are legends, and there are music that will live absolutely forever. You all ran to the box office. You run to the box office, making the #1 movie in the country, The One Love, which has been out since Valentine's Day. It has made $1 quadrillion. And I want to say that I am so honored to have Aston Barrett here. I want to give a big shout out and all my condolences to him for his father, who was a legend. And we're going to honor him, and we're going to talk about this movie and all of the work and all the things that are going on. Aston Barrett is here. Welcome to the show.
Yes, one love.
You are a genius. Your family is a genius. You all have made music that will live forever.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's all my father, you know.
We want to
Carly.
It's a real honor that you're here because we know that your father recently passed away, and we give our respects to the one and only Aston Barrett. You know, he's the fam. He is fam. He is the one right there that you hear on all those records, producing all those records. What was it like growing up with him as your dad?
Growing up with him it's an experience that deserves to be written in many books. The stories that I have is unreal, and he is unreal. He's not a normal person. As I would say, it makes sense why he would be one of the guys to make the music the way that the music was, because, you know, Bob Marley is amazing with what he does, and Family Man and Carly, they're brothers. So, you know, that's a different bond there. So we call them the Three Musketeers because he originally had Bonnie and Peter, which respectfully as well. But when it became the band, you needed the drum and the bass of those Barrett brothers. And that's what hit the people with Bob Marley message. So it shows you the music and the dominance of the drum and the bass.
It's amazing to me that your father and your uncle played behind him, played all of that music. And you took an album like the Legend album, 15, 20 million copies sold. I mean, Bob Marley and The Wailers, it is history. You changed the face of music forever.
Yes. Yeah, man. Bob Marley and The Wailers music has no category.
None.
It's not old or it's not new. It's just there. It's gonna just live on forever. It's the spiritual music.
Absolutely. Forever. It's timeless. Yeah. So Aston, you then follow in the footsteps. You're a musician, you're a producer, you're a writer, you have your Grammys, you have your Grammy nominations, and you've taken the reins and taken the Wailers through the years. You guys you've taken over.
Yes. Many are called, few are chosen, but my father put it in my hands because he was the one that trained me. I didn't believe in myself in running the band. I believed in myself as a musician, but he believed in me, and he saw many things in me that I never saw, you know. And then now I'm starting to really understand most of it because, you know, he passed away 2 weeks ago, and then every morning I just feel blank, and then now I start to realize what my true purpose is, and my purpose is spreading peace, love, and unity to the whole world. And that's what he represents. So now, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. And so I'm doing it.
You're doing it. And you go back. The movie is a global smash. It's a huge smash. How did it come that you would play your father in the movie?
Yeah, I got a call from this artist in Jamaica. His name is Albert Rose. And he said he had this lady that's a friend of his that does casting. And they're working on a Bob Marley movie. So he's like, they need a family man, and you're the rightful one for it. So I didn't really take it serious, but the lady called me and she was very nice. Her name is Corinne Shin. And she sent me everything and guided me what I needed to do. And then we did the audition. My empress, my queen, was the one who videoed me and did everything for me. Thank God. and then I sent it in, and then I didn't hear anything, so I forgot about it. Went on tour, and then I got a text from Sidella Marley saying, "Have you ever acted before? Please send me. I'm gonna send you these things. Send a video." So I told her I did the video already, but I'll send you the same video that I did, and still didn't hear anything. So probably 2 weeks later, Kareem texted me and said, the director wants to meet with you, and I've never seen this before. So I said, all right. We did a Zoom meeting. His name was Ray. Amazing, amazing guy. Perfect guy to do what. Yeah, that's why the movie is where it is. He needed someone with compassion, and he said, "I'm happy to have you on board." So I'm like, okay. So after we finished the conversation, I said, Karine, did I get the part? She's like, I don't know, because you still have to go through the right channels. I still need to get a confirmation that says accepted. So I mean, a few days later, and then she called me. She said, "Congratulations, you got the part."
It feels like it makes sense. It had to be amazing. What was it like to be on set and relive these stories and these iconic moments and recreate
Mm.
this time as your father?
Yeah, it's definitely a life changing thing. Because I told my father when I got the part, and he was very happy, and he said, "I'm happy for you, son." And I said, "Well, all the stories you told me, I'm gonna have to live it now." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever they say, but there's more stories." So. So I said, "All right, I don't know." I just told him what it was from the script. So he gave me his blessing. And I went, and that's when it started. And to be him is different. To act like him is one thing, but I'm his son, so we're very similar with bloodline, and I grew up with him, so we're very similar in everything that we do, how I speak, how I think in certain things. But I take a lot of the good side for where he does the music, and that's what we do. So I mean, acting was something else, and then I had Hector who had to be Carlton, so he'll ask me, how would Carlton be? And I said I never met him, but from what my father and his sisters told me about Carlton, I was able to give him a few things of how Carlton is, because I'm sure Carl is like us. Just imagine me, that's very mellow, but put me in a more hyper side. So whatever I have, just put the opposite of the hyperness with the same positive energy, and that's Carlton.
It's depicted so beautifully in the movie, and I think the world needs this story. I think we need this revolution of love, and I know that's the music that you make.
Yeah.
Going to your career, I mean, the One
Mhm.
World album that the Wailers did is your baby. Is
Yes.
is your baby. The Wailers are on tour. You tour, you go
Mhm.
around the world, and I'm sure after this year and the movie, there's going to be such a demand to see you all. What do you have? What's next? Go to thewailers.com. What's next?
Yeah, well, we have another album that we just finished. So it finished mastered now. So the One World album you saw was produced by Emilio Estefan, right? So I I learned so much from him because my father is also a big fan of him, and I love how he is, and he's friends with Quincy Jones, and so the whole story. So I went back with Emilio again, and this time we went even deeper. That time we did it because it's the first time meeting him, but now we're family, so now we were able to go deep. So this album is on a next level, my brother.
Oh, I'm here. Listen, Emilio Estefan is an icon,
Mm,
is a genius.
he's
Gloria
amazing.
Estefan.
Gloria
There's
is amazing. And
no,
Emily, don't forget Emily too.
and
Their
I was
whole
going to say,
family.
you had Emily on the Wailers album, and
Hmm.
Emily sings her
Yeah.
face off.
Yeah, man. She sing Destiny, her mother's song, but she sing it in her own style, which is, yeah, man. That whole family are really good people. When I tell you good people, because hear what? Emilio believed in me, just like my father believed in me. My mother believed in me. You understand? So Emilio is not like he's just like, I'm gonna do this for you, Aston. Okay, you were in a movie. Since I did the movie, people are like, hey, Aston, so what about before I was in the movie? But it's all right, because you have to work to where you need to reach. But Emilio's been there with me before anything, really. When I just start running Whalers, and some believed in me, some didn't. Emilio is like, he don't need to do anything, but he loves my energy and he believed in me. And he pushed me just like my father and just like my mother. And now I am here. So I'm very faithful to him and I love working with him. So yeah, it's just amazing working with them, man.
That combo, the
Mm-hmm.
hit, you, him,
Yeah.
that
Oh
connection.
yeah.
Woof. Now
Yeah, man.
you're a producer, but you're a drummer.
I'm originally a bass player. I'm gonna
Okay.
go back on. It's funny. I told everyone that I was gonna go back on bass before my father passed. Because after the movie, originally I'm really supposed to play bass, but I played drums because my father was playing bass, and you know, he said, "Man, I've heard Carlton style in so long." So that's how I started playing drums, and I've just been playing drums ever since. But I'm really a bass player and a producer.
And a producer, and you have a studio,
Yes.
and,
Yeah,
and you
man.
and you're in Florida, and you produce I mean, you have worked with.
Yeah.
If I look at your bio here,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if
And it's
it
growing, it's
and
growing.
it's growing, and if it's
Yeah,
going on tour and working with Lauryn Hill and Nas,
yes,
or going on and
yeah,
making more music, and if you go through the list of people who have sung with you and the music that you've made, and you've only just if it's Shaggy, if it's Skip Marley, if it's all the
yeah,
you all are just
yeah.
world.
It's
What do you
always, huh?
Yeah.
What you said?
What do you think when you define music as a producer, as a writer, as someone who's nominated for awards and selling albums? What it's not always about, it's not a, and Bob Marley and your father it's not about money. It's not about
No.
fame. It was about the message. How do you carry that out in your life?
Yeah, hear this. We're on this planet for a reason. There's many a call, few are chosen. We're here to do our work. Yes, we need money to survive, and we need money. So if we want to reach people, you need the funds in order to make sure you have the right equipment to give the people the sound that they need to get, right? But we look on it more deeply. We don't look on it like we're just living and that's it. We're looking at it that there's another world and we came back here for a reason. So my father and everyone after Bob died, the Wailers was like it was a ship going up and down. There are some good people, there are some bad people. Other people said they don't want nothing to do with it. And everyone look on Wailers as it was very it was like politics, right? So when I came in, from I was young, my mind is just always smooth. So I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna work with my dad. But then when it's time to run Whalers, I didn't want to do it because of I thought it would just be too much politics. But you know what? I don't really care if you really think about it, because we have to do God's work, right? And God work is bringing people together. So once I start to work on the Whalers now, then we'll bring people together. But then many people who, when I told them I was doing Whalers, a lot of them didn't want anything to do with it. But I worked so hard to bring it to where it is now. To now, when you see the name, you're like, wow, Whalers again. And then now everybody is like, yeah, we want to be a part of it. But then you have to remember who was there with you from the beginning. So we're not gonna bring anybody who wants to be there, who was there with me from the beginning, will stay with me. you know, because what I mean. It's like in stocks. Amazon. People who didn't believe in it didn't put in the stocks, but now they put in the stocks, and the ones who did was a risk. Now they're benefiting. So it can't work that way. So we work hard for it, but it's deeper than just the physical. It's spiritual, because Uncle Bob is there. And then my father is there now, guiding all of us. And it's not just me alone. But you have to have a pure heart to run Whalers. You can't be jealous. You can't have a jealousy mind or be envy. or it won't work. That's why it was getting wobbled. So now we have to do it, and that's why I'm doing it. And I'm human, but I have to also do self work on myself to make sure I live what I preach. See it
Well,
there? Yeah.
that your energy is infectious, and your energy is what we all need in this world.
Yes, sir.
Your music and the message that you lead and what's to come is only going to
Mhm.
heal this world even more. You take the
Yeah.
message of your father and you keep running. And I can't
Yeah.
wait for the music, for the concerts. When you're in the
Yeah.
New York area, I need to be
Yeah.
there, ready.
You
I'm
ready?
I can
Yes,
give a
sir.
little. I got a little beat, Aston. I can bounce a
Yeah.
little. I'll give a little something, something.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Wailer.
man. It's gonna be great, man. I have a drummer that's coming in that we're training, because I guess after playing drums, everyone got spoiled. They're like, "Oh man, Carlton," but it's like, but once they hear the bass the right way and the drummer we train, because the drummer is a great drummer, and you have great drummers out there who really, once they really love it, then they will be able to play it. So
Yes. Well,
I'm gonna
I'm
go back and represent family, man. Yeah.
yeah, and that's it. And no one can ever
Mhm.
take that from you. And that's why it's such an honor that you're here, because I know this month has
Yes.
been hot. It's been
It's
highs
rough.
and
It's
lows
rough.
and rough.
Yeah.
It,
I don't know how long it's gonna last, but that's when you have real people that are really true to you. And then when you're in this mode, you can really see who's really there for you and who really there. Cause everyone that call and show their appreciation, then the love, you know. And some people you'll think will call, but they didn't. So you say, all right. But maybe they don't know. So you have to still be humble and think peacefully because we have to live as whalers.
yes. I, I'm here. I and we all should take a little bit of that. We all should live as whalers a little bit more in this world. I want people to know that they can follow you if they want to be a part of the story, and can keep up with everything on Instagram at junior.ashtonbarrett. And we all are going to listen to the music. We're all going to go to thewailers.com so that we know when the new album comes out and the tour dates come out and all the projects that you have come out. And we're all going to go and see One Love, the Bob Marley story in theaters. Go get your tickets and come see the movie, and stream the music, stream this music wherever music is heard, so that you can keep the legacies alive. It will live forever. It's not going anywhere. I am so honored to have you here. You as a producer and a talent, and as a songwriter, and as a musical figure, and then your lineage and your family to be here this time. It means the utmost to me. So I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. And I send so much one love to you and to your family. I don't know what to say. I never in my life imagined that I would get to speak to the head of the Wailers, and a person whose family has literally created the music that so many of you have listened to. When the movie came out, my cousin Erin wrote me right away, and she was like, "This movie is so good. It's fire. Go out and see it." And to support live music and to support legends that fought for peace and love and equality and a revolution in music. We had a chance to talk to Tanya Nolan, another musical up and coming superstar, earlier today. Take a peek. We love R&B singers. We love old school sounding R&B where there's a melody, where there are lyrics, where we could dance and slow. We could have a date night. And let me tell you, if you like the taste of honey, ha ha ha, honey, yes, come on. Uh, if you could be my candy girl, Tanya Nolan, anytime. Tanya Nolan is here. Hey, this song slaps. That hook is gonna be stuck in your head. It is like a little earworm.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did the idea for the song and the hook, and how did the process of making this all happen come together?
Okay, well, KP from the colleagues, and Raheem Devon actually. So KP produced the song. Raheem wrote the song, and so Raheem presented it to me pretty much when it came to the track. And basically, when it came to the recording of it, Raheem did the lyrics off the top of his. It just came out. It was not pre-written, and so we did it like that. I got right behind him, and I mimicked pretty much what he did with his direction, of course, and that's how that happened. Magic.
And it is magic, and it is out. The single is out. You can stream it wherever you listen to your music, and just go. And we can go to your name, TanyaNolan.net, and we can go to you on Instagram and follow. It's your name as well, so we could stay up to date, because you've been dropping you've been sticking yourself on the Billboard charts for a minute now.
Yes, my highest peaking record thus far is Pace Yourself, which was written by Raheem DeVaughn as well. Excited about that. And now I do have some projects that's coming, and they will be able to find me when it comes to the updates at www.tanyanolanmusic.com. And when it comes to Instagram, it's at I am Tanya Nolan.
Thank you. Okay, we got it. We're up to date. We're ready. We gotta be right about all the info. You talk about Raheem DeVaughn, and you guys talk about your song. He is a Grammy-nominated superstar that has top-selling charts.
Actually, correction. He recently received a Grammy.
He just won. You are right.
Yeah,
so
sure did.
what is it like to collaborate? What is the collaborating process like for you?
It's an honor, actually, being able to collab with someone like him, with his status and his achievements. He's actually a genius. When it comes to music, Raheem is like, if I had to compare him to someone, it's really difficult. But if I had to, it will be a combination of Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass. That combination. So, and then, but rightfully so, it's like he's his own man, honestly. And it shows that when it comes to music, it's just like he's standing on their shoulders, and it's like, I know they're proud. That's how I feel about that.
Oh, that is, I understand that for sure. You're a really fun, interesting artist, because
I'm gonna agree with you with that.
I think you are, because I know a little bit about you. Texas, Galveston, and here you're a businesswoman. Mm-hmm. You have people working for you right now, watching the babies and taking care of everybody. And
that is true, and other things.
And other things as well. And you have your own record label. Like you hustle, you make your money, you put out your music.
That is true. That is true.
And I get that life, because I'm literally, as you heard the noise, I'm in I just missed my 5th grade class, and I jump on to talk to you. And, we all are out here trying to make a buck. But you also share a lot about a lot about your personal life. And you put out songs and singles that have become pride anthems. You've been very open about your life. Why did you feel the need to live authentically? Like, this song is beautiful. Create Your Best Life is a beautiful, beautiful song. A song like Let's Celebrate is a beautiful, beautiful song. Why did you feel the need to share that part of your life to the public?
Because it's who I am. It's who I am, and I don't want to lie to my audience. I want my right tribe, the people that's for me, to come to me and want to stay. So in order to stay and stand in my truth and attract the right people, it's important to be authentic.
Well, I really appreciate it. And I know that, my in-laws in Detroit, and my community that is in Jersey, and everyone that is the Pride family, I'm repping for you and your authenticity, because we need that representation in the world and in communities, and you're doing that. As a woman of color out here singing R&B music, that could be for anybody, but you don't just sing R&B music, you sing R&B music for the gays and the straights and the everybody.
That is true. Love is love, and I don't mind displaying that. I show it. I love my wife dearly. So even when it came to, the music videos, is business, I'm acting. And I love the art. And even just by me watching it, me and Kim, watching a lot of my videos, I'm like, I remember watching other videos growing up, and I'm like, wow, I get to watch my own. It's such a blessing. Yes. And stand in my truth and tell everybody, love who you love. People really need to mind their business.
Amen. I feel that. A lot of people have a lot of,
Literally.
I just got engaged to my partner, and people ask all these inappropriate questions you never ask your other friends. Who's
Exactly.
who plays a gender role? What do you, excuse me?
Why?
Why are you in my, why do you care?
Why do you care?
Right. Worry about your own house.
Mhm, mhm.
And so that's why it's so important. I had students today actually come up to me as
I recognize that sound. Oh, you're so good.
I'm sure in your schools right now, there's people making announcements too.
Uh-huh.
When I had students come to me today and say, I don't get acceptance from my family, I don't get accepted from my community. What am I supposed to do? Did you find your, I mean, sure, you have a lot of people who would accept you and support you and root for you and your family, but did you have to create your own tribe and your own community at some point as well, and keep people on that mean something to you?
I loved on those who was loving on me, even more so, and the ones that had a problem when it came to my sexuality, I took it as that's their problem. I took it as if they don't get to be in my world, they don't get to know me.
That's it.
Shame on it. That's how I look at it, because I know who I am as an individual, and if they are so ignorant, whereas they're allowing who I'm sleeping with to taint their judgment of me, of whatever the reason may be, they can lie in it. I'm
That,
numb to it. I don't care.
oh my God, I want to grow up to be you. I need some of that.
And it makes loving yourself and loving who you would even more pleasurable.
Agreed. I feel you. I live that. I understand that completely. And then you add that voice, and you add the looks, and you add the clothes and the videos and the fashion and the beats and the, come on now.
Thank you.
So are we gonna get to see, do you think we get to see you do some live shows? We want to see you. Come
Oh,
on.
we have that coming in the making as we speak. I'm doing something this Saturday, and so I'm gonna be sure I have it uploaded on my social media. But not just that, we have projects. I have projects coming, and I do have tour dates coming. Is going to be posted on my website.
Go to the website, follow the
Yes,
Instagram, you stay on
yes.
top of it, and make sure you stream it wherever you listen to music. Add the songs to your playlists and make them a part of your date night. Make them a part of
Mhm.
your, if you're driving in your car, cleaning your house, at the gym, you got to listen to these. What can you say about R&B? Sometimes people say, the R&B that I loved growing up, the R&B you talk about loving, if it's Prince and Michael Jackson and all of this music. We need good R&B music that we grew up with. What do you say about the genre of R&B? It's alive. It's out there.
It's alive. It's out there. It's never leaving. I mean, R&B is rooted. It's rooted, and it's just not going anywhere. I mean, even when they was talking about, oh, what happens to R&B? Is in the back of the line now. No, it's just that we know who controls the media. We know how that goes. So pretty much it's just now that R&B is coming more so on that forefront. It's evolving. It's evolving, and this time it's going to be here for a very, 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 very long time.
You, because it's where the music is being made with melodies and with lyrics that mean something and
And real instruments.
real. Right.
Real people can really sing, not so much auto tune.
I was gonna say it. This sing. No need no old pitch corrector. Doesn't need to be turned up to the crankety crank of the top, and the studio can sing.
That,
Can
all
sing.
that, all that.
Now, you not only, we talked about your business part and your personal life and the music, which you got to be listening to and streaming, but you also take activism very seriously. You talk about reading. You do campaigns about all sorts of things that you have been a part of. Use your face, use your platform. How important is it to be an artist that is also an activist, that's out here with a cause and using your platform for good?
Because we have a lot of crime out here already. It's like we are among the devils. So it's like I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather be the light. I'd rather be the answer. I'd rather be the peace. I'd rather talk about love, good, positive things. When they think of Tanya Nolan, it's important because when they turn on the TV, when they step outside, even just when you wake up in the morning, you don't know what's going to be. So since you don't know, if you taking when it comes to Tanya Nolan, if you're hearing anything, it is about healing. It is about peace. It is about love.
Yes. And that's what I love. I love that. And I love that you use your voice for good and to help people highlight, if it's books, if it's kids, if it's whatever you're doing, you use your voice for good. What was it like coming to New York and seeing your album on a billboard in Times Square?
Actually, I wasn't there, but I have a few family members, so it was real. It was the biggest one. It was incredible. Pamela Broussard made that happen for me. She's incredible. I was so grateful. It was like that was a big win. I didn't expect that. That was a pleasant surprise.
Well, I can only expect this single and the rest of the music to be climbing the Billboard charts, listening to the songs out there, and for us to continue to make good R&B music and listening to your voice. Look, when you're in New York, Jersey, or my other family, you're in Detroit. You know, Detroit shows up and out.
I'm coming to Detroit. I'm going to. Let me look at this. Is it Fox? I do not want to get it wrong.
There's
Fox. Who is it? I'm coming to Detroit next month, March.
You're coming to Detroit next month?
I am. March 22nd. There it is. Yes, March 22nd.
Well, my fam, they're out there.
But I'll be in Detroit for the first time.
Oh, let me tell you, you got to get yourself a Coney dog or a Detroit pizza, and they have all sorts of weird things in Detroit that I don't understand because I'm not from there. Like
I'm gonna get that and some Imodium AD. I have that.
Well, look, if you need to know the spots, you hit me up, and my husband will hook you up because he's out there in the streets of Detroit.
I'm gonna tell Kim, hey, thank him for catching all this wind. That's what I'm gonna tell her. Thank you.
I tease all the time. I'm in the spotlight of New York where it's like kale juice, and I go to Detroit. I'm like, you are not a healthy city out here. You all are just eating.
Right.
Be ready. Follow, listen, be ready, find out for the music, get ready for the live shows, get ready for and stream Honey. Honey, you don't want to.
Honey.
See, I told you she could sing way better than I did it, but I tried to give it the little, I tried. Tanya, I gave it the best I go.
Oh, you did great. You did great. I'm going to do a TikTok campaign. We need to do a TikTok. About to do something with Honey on TikTok. It's coming. Stay tuned.
We'll be there. I'm going to be following you right now. I may give you my little ha on TikTok right after this. Thank you so much. We're ready for you. We root for you. We love that voice. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Wasn't this amazing? Wasn't this whole show amazing? I think that we've had some really great performers and singers. I hope you follow them. I hope you stream and listen to music. You know, music is a language we all speak, and it is something that makes us all smile. It reminds us of good times. It reminds us of bad times, happy times, sad times, and all the times. So thank you so much for being here. The Roundtable is here every single day on the Broadway Podcast Network and on YouTube with brand new content, videos, and all sorts of fun stuff. We have all the artists talking about art. I'm so grateful for you to be here. If you like what you saw, follow me at Robert M. Bannon, or like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. And also go to robertbannon.com. Maybe you'll see me up in a concert somewhere soon. Till next time, the best is yet to come. Thank you all for being here. Bye, everybody.